Would you believe it? England are in a final. I can't I can't believe it. We're actually in the finals for the Euros this summer. I can't I can't believe it. I actually cannot believe it. Every time I say it, it just doesn't feel real. It just doesn't. I'm buzzing. I'm actually buzzing about it. I'm so excited for the final on Sunday now. I cannot wait. But we did have a semi final in Denmark. So if we talk about that game as a whole, so the starting lineup pretty much was the exact same for the Ukraine game, except that Saka came in for Sancho. So you're thinking, with the starting lineup, it's actually not that bad. Things are looking good. You can understand why we've gone with this setup in the 4-2-3-1 formation, and the players that are playing as well, you can understand why they're playing as well. As the game itself, yeah, we made it a bit stressful, didn't we? Not gonna lie, it wasn't as easy as I thought it was going to be. And I feel like the occasion was getting to England in the first half. Like, we were up for the game, but being we were just doing too much, sort of thing. We were putting in too much of an effort to impress all the England fans that were in the stadium. It just felt like we needed to calm things down a bit. Like, just pace yourself. You've got 90 minutes to try and win the game, and then possibly extra time if needed. But yeah, just calm things down. But then the worst thing happened in the fact that we conceded our first goal in this tournament to a free kick, which was very annoying. I'm not going to lie. I've got to criticise Jordan Pickford for the goal because even though it was a free kick, where it ended up around the goal, Pickford should have saved it. He really should have. Like, it wasn't even in the corner of the goal. Like, if it was, then you could argue that Jordan Pickford didn't have much chance in saving that goal, but it was like near enough in the middle, and Pickford should have got to that, but he just didn't. He just got like a fingertip save to it, and it was just like, oh, come on, typical England, just conceding in a semi-final and making it even harder than what it should be. Like, literally just typical England. However, 9 minutes later, Denmark score an own goal. And there wasn't really much that the defender could do about it because if he didn't do anything or try putting a challenge in after Saka putting a ball into the box, then Sterling has a simple tap in. But it was one of those where he had to go for it and it just ended up in the back of the net, and England are back in the game. And to be fair, like, it was what England deserved because we were literally on top for the majority of the game. Like, even going into the second half, even though we kind of looked like we were going for extra time towards the end of the match, there were still more chances being created by England compared to what Denmark were doing. Sure, they had some half chances here and there in the game, but England were just on top for the majority of the game. You get into extra time, and things are getting more stressful now because there has to be a winner, otherwise it's just going to go into a penalty shootout. And in the first half of extra time, Sterling runs into the box. I don't know why there was also another ball just casually on the pitch as well as Sterling was running into the box. However, apart from that, Sterling, yeah, I don't care what anyone says. Like, this isn't even me being biased. Like, Sterling got tripped. End of. Like, yes, it's soft and maybe in some games you could get away with it, but there is contact. Sterling goes down, and maybe he didn't make the most of it, but in the end, England got a penalty. And then Harry Kane steps up to take the penalty. I'm thinking to myself that no matter how far we get and how well we've done in this tournament, I want Kane taking that penalty. Nobody else. I want Kane taking that penalty. And he did take the penalty. Goalkeeper saved it. But then Kane got to the rebound. And this was my reaction to Harry Kane scoring that penalty, or the rebound, as we should say.
Go on.
Harry Kane does not miss.
You cannot miss. No!
But yeah, that was my reaction. You could tell how happy I was. But then, as the game went on into the second half of extra time, I felt like we were just trying to keep hold of the ball as much as possible and just running down the clock and just getting this 2-1 victory, because Denmark weren't really creating much, to be honest. And yeah, England just keep hold of the ball. Don't mess around with anything. Don't just get booked for the sake of getting booked. Like, just keep the ball, keep calm, and then we can get to a final. And then the final whistle blows, and England are in a final. And we play Italy on Sunday. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for us to be in the final and soaking it all in. And yeah, it's the first final that England have got to since 1966, which obviously I wasn't born back then. But yeah, this is the first final that I'll ever witness for England. This is mental. I can't believe it. I actually can't believe that we're in a final. And of course, Italy are going to be the opponents that we will be facing in the final. And I've got to say, Italy against Spain in the other semi-final, it wasn't as easy for Italy. I think they made it a bit harder for themselves. But with the way that they did play against Spain, I do feel like we can break them down. But I do feel like we need to play them at their own game in like possession and even wasting time as well. Like, we've got to try and make the most of the chances that we do have. And I feel like as well that if Spain had a decent striker, then I feel like they would be the opponents we would be facing in the final. So I think when you've got the likes of Harry Kane, Sterling, and then you bring on like Grealish, Saka, Sancho, Rashford, one of those players is going to score. Like, they're going to be creating more chances than what Spain did. So surely there's got to be flaws in this Italian side that we can take advantage of. But until then, we'll have to wait and see what the lineup looks like. We'll have to wait and see how we play against Italy. Do we go man for man? Do we change the formation up a bit? Who knows? But that is where I'm ending today's video. I hope you have enjoyed. If you did, then be sure to give the video a like. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And I will see you soon with another video in which hopefully we will have won the final and we would have won the Euros. I'm saying it now. It's coming home. It's coming. Football's coming home. It's coming home. It's coming home. It's coming. Football's coming home. So until then, peace.